We were able to get corroborating evidence of who the players were, who shot guns, who hid the getaway car, everything. The case was solved. We never got credit for it. 50 ever wants to talk about it, give him my number.
Let's get this out the way. My name is Tommy Springfield.
And I'm better than you!
If you're new here, click that like, share, subscribe, hit the bell, click all so you can get notifications. My name is Tommy Springfield, and this is my attempt of going down the rabbit hole.
Curiosity often leads to trouble. Goodbye, Dinah. Goodbye.
Unless you've been under the rock for the last 10 years, you should know who this is. This is Mr. Curtis Jackson, a.k.a. 50 Cent, the original, back in the day, social media rap gangster. So, if you don't know who he is, you just lost and you need to catch up. He is the known for going back and forth and beefing with many other rappers, and even beefing with rappers in person, and also going at some of New York's top street legends. So, and if you know his story, he's famously been shot 9 times and survived it, which from there he skyrocketed his career. And he always said one thing, and he made it famous in one of his songs. Homo shot me, and 3 weeks later he got shot down.
Homo shot me, 3 weeks later he got shot down.
So the question is, did Homo really shoot him? Well, here's a video. Go on over there. It's agtv.com. They do great videos of a New York police detective saying, no, Homo did not shoot 50 Cent. Let's get into the video.
So,
Which was Homo.
First and foremost, I'm 420 friendly over here. I got coffee. I got tea with too much sugar in it. That's what we do. If that's going to be a little too much for you to handle, I'm sorry. But if not, stay and enjoy the story.
Oh, right? Or
no. So here's what happened. When 50 Cent pulls into his grandmother's driveway, Kenneth McGriff, a guy named Son from East New York, and a guy named Godby, who's a 5%er and a former member of the Supreme Team, acting in concert, shoot 50 Cent. I believe it was 9 times. 50 looks up, he's getting shot, so it's hard to see, and he turned to the guy he was with and said, I think that was Homo. Now, Homo was a guy named Darryl Baum, who's a famous, robber from Brooklyn.
Now, that's Darryl Baum, a.k.a. Homo, who 50 Cent always said was the one that shot him. And as you can see, he was 50 Cent's best friend. And it alleged that he was hiding out in in Mike Tyson's mansion in Connecticut after shooting 50 Cent, which 50 Cent turned out to buy that very same mansion years later. But is it true? Did he shoot 50 Cent? This cop says no.
Really tough guy, tough with his hands, not a shooter, not a killer at all. But 50 said, wow, I think that was Homo. So he had it in his head that Homo probably took the contract to get him, because he had trouble with the Supreme Team. He had trouble with the Murder Inc. Records guys. So he figured that it was...
And of course, unless you've been under a rock, 50 Cent was going back and forth with Ja Rule and the rest of the Murder Inc. team at this moment, not because of rap beef, because of street beef. And you can finish hearing him tell you these stories.
The contract out on him, and Homo took it. Well, when I heard who the shooter was, this kid's son, he didn't have an arrest record. And I thought, well, that's odd. And so I ordered his driver's license photo. It's like, well, this kid don't look anything like Homo. So I ended up getting some good surveillance photos from a source of mine. I used to have paparazzi guys give me photos, and I'd say, don't concentrate on the rapper, concentrate on all the guys around him, get me good photos. And when I finally identified...
Now, you heard that? That's a very interesting thing for all you rappers who love paparazzi. Did you hear what he just said? He used to have the paparazzi get him pictures, but not of the celebrity. More importantly, the people he was around. And that's how they identify your crews.
There is a resemblance to Homo, and I could see why 50 thought that Homo was shooting him. Because 50 never cooperated, we were able to get corroborating evidence of who the players were, who shot guns, who hid the getaway car, everything. But because 50 wouldn't cooperate, we really didn't have anything to go by. So the case was solved. We never got credit for it. 50 ever wants to talk about it, give him my number.
Now, you heard him. He alleges that 50 Cent was not shot by Homo. He was shot by another guy. And he alleges the case was solved. They never got credit for it because 50 Cent never cooperated. They was never ever able to close out the case. Is he lying? Is he capping? And before we get up out of here, I'll let you hear it again.
50 thought that Homo was shooting him. Because 50 never cooperated, we were able to get corroborating evidence of who the players were, who shot guns, who hid the getaway car, everything. But because 50 wouldn't cooperate, we really didn't have anything to go by. So the case was solved. We never got credit for it. 50 ever wants to talk about it, give him my number.
Believe him? Is he telling the truth? Does he have a reason to lie? New York police officer alleges 50 Cent was not shot 9 times by Homo. He was shot by 3 guys. Go ahead, rewind the video, watch it, look at it. If you're new here, click that like, share, subscribe, hit the bell, click all so you can get notifications every time I drop one of these videos. And if you know you're a supporter of the channel, much love and respect. Salute goes out to you. And if you're one of them haters, cut the shit.